Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to do some short ribs, which are one of the favorite meals you can make with the sous vide cooking method. So here we have a full slab of short ribs. What I had my butcher shop Olympic Meats do was bandsawed in half. Okay, so I got one half here, one half here. This just makes it a lot easier to deal with the smaller pieces. What I'm going to do is basically remove as much fat as humanly possible. I'm also going to debone these, and basically what that's going to do is just allow us to have, four nice little chunky pieces of meat that we're going to cook at 159 degrees for 24 hours. I found that this gives the best kind of braised texture that I look for. In the short ribs. It's really just super tender and delicious. It goes great with like a Merlot sauce, and it's just awesome. It renders all the connective tissue in here, and it just makes it this unbelievably tender piece of meat that's really flavorful. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead here and remove all of this fat, all of this membrane, the bones. I'm going to get rid of all of that, and we're just going to be left with this beautiful marbled meat in about eight different squares here. So stay tuned, watch the time lapse if you want. I'm going to try and show off my amateur butchering skills, and then I'm going to show you what to do next, so stay tuned. All right, that was very time consuming, but absolutely worth it. As you can see, here on the left is all the waste, which is the bones and all the fat. And here are obviously our beautiful short rib cuts. The one rack was obviously a lot thicker than the other. It's just the way they are. They get wide and then they taper towards the ends, but anyway, just look at that beautiful meat. So anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put these in a Ziploc bag. Not a Ziploc, I'm sorry, vacuum bag, and put exactly nothing else in the bag with it. All these wonderful pieces of meat need to do when you cook it sous vide, especially at this high temperature of 159 degrees, is they just need to cook in their own juices, and they come out amazing. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pop these into a vacuum bag. So bear with me one moment. Okay, so here we go. Got a 1 gallon bag. I'm going to pop these in as tightly as possible. Jam them in there. Try to keep them, nice and square if you can. Doesn't really matter that much, but you know, for presentation later, they'll look a lot nicer. Okay, so it looks like we can fit 4 of these in one bag. I'm going to pop these 2 little guys in another. And anyway, just show you how I do that real quick. My pistol vac, my Wearing Pro pistol vac, if you're interested in it, there's a link in the description on where to get it, which would be Amazon.com. So anyway, little plug there. Do not work for them or anything, just enjoy their products. So. We're sealing it up. We'll seal this nice and tight, no problems doing that. So there we have it, our short ribs. Beautiful, beautiful marbling on these particular pieces of meat, and it's just, even when you cut it up, you can feel the fat melting in your fingers, and you just know it's going to come out amazing and tender when you're done with it. So anyway, here in a few seconds, I'm going to get my bath warmed up to 159 degrees, and I'll show you the rest. Alright, so here we are, 159 degrees. Time to just drop this in. And I'm going to cover the top in foil so that water evaporation, you know, we don't lose too much water during the 24 hours of cooking. So anyway, that's about it for now. See you in a day. Alright guys, our 24 hours is up. So we're going to take this out. Careful, it's very hot. As you can see, got a lot of shrinkage, and the bag's nice and brown. It's been braising in its own juices for 24 hours. Let's put that over here. Now what we're going to do is take these out, dry them off, coat them in some salt and pepper, and then we're going to fry them in a little bit of olive oil for about 30 seconds aside to brown them up nicely. So here we go. Okay. You can see they've shrunk quite a bit, but that's a good thing. It means all the connective tissue and everything is dissolved into good gelatin. So anyway, we're going to take all these out here, dry them off, and the noise you hear is just a bit of thunder from a pretty crazy storm we got going on here today. Anyway, dry these off now, and coat them up. So you just use a regular old paper towel, dry them off real nice. Drying them off is very important, so when you do fry them up, you get a nice crust on the outside, and just salt and pepper is all you really need for this particular recipe. It just doesn't really need a whole lot. It's got such a great flavor. So here we go. We're going to salt both sides of this, pepper both sides. Be pretty liberal with the salt and pepper. It will come off in the frying phase. So don't be afraid to put a little bit on there. It tastes really good. So. Alright, that's the seasoning. I'm going to just take it over to the fryer here in a second. Okay, our pan's heated up. You can add a little olive oil. Don't need a whole lot. maybe a tablespoon or two. I don't know, just enough to coat the pan. A nice little thin shimmering layer. So as you can see, the oil's starting to smoke. That means it's ready. So hang on one second. And basically we're just going to throw these in topside down. Like I said, set a timer for 1 minute. That way you can kind of see how long 30 seconds is. It really doesn't need any more than 30 seconds. And let that sit there and fry. And basically just going to flip it over and do the other side for another 30 seconds. So that's that. I'll show you what else I got going on with this recipe and show you the final product. So stay tuned. Okay, so that's what the other side looks like. It's nice and brown. It's crispy. Again, you know, we're just going to do this on both sides. If your chops are really thick, you can, you know, pick it up and, you know, sear the sides for a second. Never a bad idea. Get the whole thing all crisp, all nice. But, yeah, so that's pretty much it. And going to go ahead and plate this next with wonderful Merlot sauce, which I'll have the recipe for in the description of the video. So be sure to check that out, as it's really great. Alright, so here we go with the Merlot sauce. Wonderful, wonderful sauce. Tastes so good on this. I just cannot even tell you. Scoop it on there. Have some nice greens with this, you know, asparagus, broccoli, whatever. And yeah, I mean, this is just so freaking delicious. I can't even tell you how good it really is. So anyway, I'm sure you all want to see what the inside looks like after cooking it at such a high temperature. So let's do that. And as you can see here, we have a beautiful, almost looks well done, but it's not. It's insanely tender. It's rendered almost all of the fat inside of this, and it just, you know, you can pull it apart, no problem. And it's got such an amazing beefy flavor. I highly suggest you try this dish. So that being said, I'm gonna eat. So thank you for watching. If you're interested in any of my things that I've used today, you know, I have links in the description of everything, and you can get it all from Amazon. So anyway, thanks for watching.